We're gonna see what the weather is like here in Long Beach, California. What's the weather like in Long Beach, California?
It's 69 degrees and partly cloudy in Long Beach.
Did y'all hear that? 69 degrees and partly cloudy out here in Long Beach, California. And that's what they said. Right now it's 69 degrees, a little bit of sunshine. A whole lot of sunshine, just a little bit of clouds, and it feels just like it's 69, even though it's 69. Like I said, partly cloudy. And then you got participation at 0%, humidity 11%, and the winds is traveling at a mild, 6 miles per hour. You won't even feel that breeze, and the air quality is moderate. Right up under a green light. That means a yellow light, and guess what? That's good. That is real good. So today is Friday, so we're going to talk about today and tomorrow and Sunday and Monday. So the highs and the lows, 70, 71, 49, 60, 50, 59, 45, and then we come up on Monday with a 58 of the high and a 42 of the low. Yeah, that's what we got right there. Sure do. Hey, our president, he sure is. He sure is doing what he said he gonna do, when he putting the effort into it. Yeah, he putting the effort into it. Everybody complaining. Everybody's complaining on what that man is doing. Everybody's complaining. Yep, they complaining that man. I'm trying to see where we at right here. Let me go right here and go right here. Now we should see it. Now we should see. Rotate back here. No, don't go backwards. Okay, let's see why it ain't coming up on my live stream, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. Now, there, Dino Stone. I'm gonna have to go out here and see where we at on Twitch. Did I turn everything off on Twitch? I don't think I turned it off on Twitch. Okay, we live right here on Twitch. Let's see what we're gonna be doing on YouTube. I'm just trying to get caught up. Not like that old spiritual thing, that movie and that book that came out in the 80s and the 90s talking about being caught up. Everybody fell for that bullshit. Caught up. Oh, man. Where we at right here, though? Where are we at? Come on. Let's see. No. I gotta go over here and see why we ain't picking it up.
The transcript then.
Come on, let's go back. What's on your mind? What's on your mind? All right. President Trump is signing a whole bunch of stuff. We're going to see if it's going to be a civil war here in America. With all these budget cuts and stuff start affecting, some good old boys and their family and their inheritance. We'll see soon enough. Yes, indeed. But why do the poor people have to pay the price for the rich folks, the 1, 2, 10%ers? Why do Veterans Affairs, Social Security, and Potter's House, GR, welfare have to be touched? Yeah, that's going to bring some kind of unrest. You can bet that. It's going to bring some kind of unrest. And like my daddy used to always say, time's going to get harder before they get better. Yes, indeed. Things going to get a lot worse before they get a lot better. And you have to be a politician to understand what tariffs and all that kind of stuff means. There we go. Now I see us, y'all. Let me put this here so you guys can be right there with me. Here we go. Now, finally got it. But yeah, my daddy used to always say, time's gonna get a whole lot worse before they get a whole lot better. And that was back in the early 70s when he said that. That's when gas was like 65 cents a gallon. Yeah, it just keep on rising. Hey, y'all, I had a guy come to the house yesterday for the Long Beach water treatment stuff. He wanted to come in and run some BS tests, and I tested him. And after the water turned pink in the clear glass, I asked him what would have turned if he just not used that bottled water first. He said the same color, so that when I wanted to kick his ass out the house because it didn't make no sense. Be careful what you let in your house, because I got a call down there to the Long Beach water department. Matter of fact, I think next week I'm gonna get up after I get me some rest and go down there to the water department. And I got a picture of his badge and all that good stuff. And I got about maybe 30 minutes of a recording that I recorded the things that he was saying so I can play to the water department. And if it's not true, they can put an alert out to all the residents here in Long Beach, California, and the surrounding cities that may have somebody else trying to do a bamboozle. You know? And once I told the guy, he said those who may qualify for some kind of tank, or whatever you pronounce that there, they put those white sea pellets in there to take out the contaminants or the sediments that's all in the water. I said, well, we all know that nothing in this world is free. And then he said, yeah, you're right. That was just another reason for me to get his ass out of my house. You know, gotta be careful who you let in your house. And I'd have been just fine if I'd have been talking to him through the screen door. Going out with my door, my wife and I, even our sons, you know. And we talk to the person right through the screen door, you know. We don't open the door. And I'm recording from the moment I open the damn door. I'm recording what they say and taking a photo of them. And then I'm sending it to 1 or 2 family members, you know. And that's what I do. You know, like they say, if you stay ready, you ain't got to worry about being ready. You ain't got to. See, down south. Down there in the dirty South, Atlanta, New Orleans, Houston. Did they say Florida too? Got some snow, and boy, is they panicking. Being from where we was raised, born during blizzards in Buffalo, New York, That's like Minnesota, lakes, Detroit, Massachusetts, and going down Buffalo as they towards the city. They get their fair share too. So no one is exempt from getting a havoc of Mother Nature and Father Time because they come every year. That's why it's called seasonal. You know, every season, winter, spring, summer, autumn, and fall. They come right on time. Wednesday time. And now it's starting to be, or it has started to be for the last 35, 40 years. You can't tell the seasons because fruits and vegetables is blooming early or late. Hell, not even at all. But when they ain't blooming at all, you're thinking it's summertime. Like Will Smith say, summertime. Hey, it's about that time for, you grandparents and great-grandparents and some of you great-great-grandparents teach these young parents and teach your great-great-grandkids or great-great-great-grandkids and grandkids and great-nieces and nephews how to cook, how to stock up. Better get back into, because I know every family got a crock pot, Every family got a pressure cooker. And they ain't the ones that explode if you don't know how to open them like back in the day, them little chrome cooking, shiny ones that you say sound like a time bomb because that's exactly what it was. If you didn't know what you're doing, better get back in there and learn how to make your preservatives, stock up on your mason jars and caps and funnels so you don't have to worry about wasting a drop. Because like I said, time getting ready to get a whole lot better, a whole lot worse before they get a whole lot better. So a man, what I mean by man, it means male or female, mom or dad. If you don't know how to take care of yourself, you don't know how to take care of, you don't know how to take care of yourself and your family. You lesser than an infidel. And we all know that an infidel is lower than the devil. That's one of the reasons why one of the gods had a little conversation with the devil, discussing Job, J-O-B, Job. Ain't that how you spell Job? Ain't that how you spell Job? Same way. So guess what? Churches is about to do away with their building fund because times is getting ready to really get hard. Ain't no more building fund. That building fund money going to go to the pastor's account, which is already his account. And he ain't going to be held accountable. Him and the first lady don't go to sleeping well with their offspring and their offspring and their offspring. Yeah. Better start stacking up the storehouse. We're going to talk about that somewhere in the scripture. Like in the Old Testament, when they used to have harvest time, they fill up the silos, with all that wheat and all that other stuff. So, those of you who don't really care for canned vegetables and you don't know how to can your own vegetables, you better start stocking some of that stuff a little bit at a time. And start looking at the expiration date to where it might be 4, 5 years or 3 years down the road. And then every other month, every month that you get something with a little bit more further out expiration date. That way you ain't got to worry about eating that right now, other than like tomato canned goods, because they taste kind of tart when they've been sitting for years. Still edible, but you'll notice that taste, from the inside of the can. And I go for like mixed greens, mustards, and turnips, cabbage, yeah, Brussels sprout, asparagus, corn, potatoes. Every now and then and again, ladies and gentlemen, you better start stacking up. Better go back to when we were getting that surplus meat and start putting away on some of that powder carnation milk. Yep, I'm telling you, better start stacking up so you can try to ride out this storm. And then when you feed your neighbors, you know, when you give a little nutrition to your neighbors, they don't even have to be told to do likewise. You know, see, when you're full of gluttony, greed, that's what gluttony is, and it's all about just you and yours. When you run out, people tend to let you know that they have a memory. You know, there's a lot of people that have all these different podcasts and stuff like that there, and you're getting all y'all riled up. What's gonna be, gonna be. And ain't no way around it. Ain't no way up under it. Ain't no way over it. And damn sure ain't no way through it. So when you get some news that things is gonna be like it's gonna be, that means that those in the power, they knew it was coming because it's in their plan, it's their blueprint. So don't be worrying because you ain't gonna be able to live your damn life. You know? And don't be ashamed to ask your neighbor for a piece of bread. Shit, I remember growing up, everybody in the ghetto, everybody that lived in the projects, had grandma or great auntie or mama or auntie or your older brother or sister say, hey, going across the hall over there and ask Mrs. Smith, Mrs. Johnson, Mrs. Harris, or Mr. Harris, and we can have a cup of sugar. Better go back to the by and by. The by and by, those who's illiterate, I mean, going back to your upbringing, go back to your memory bank. You know, closed mouth don't get fed. That's what we say in the hood. And that's why mama and them didn't have no shame on sending us or calling ahead. And they say, well, send Junior or send Deborah, whoever it is. Send them on over here. I have this care package waiting on. Closed mouth don't get fed at all. You know, and y'all about to see who's all Christian. Who's about to see where their faith lies in these trying times. And Trump, I'm letting y'all know, this is not Trump's agenda. Trump is a puppet, just like the rest of the people that we elect in office. Just a puppet. He running on the puppet master's agenda. Because if the puppet masters seen that, and they gonna see that when he gets too puffed up, that he's going against the grain, they have a way of spanking us when we get too puffed up. Look at Kanye. And look at a whole lot of other people that they made sure when they woke up in the morning, they had a zero balance. And the puppet masters allow you to fool the masses. Yeah. So when you in the East start to believe it, thinking that they running stuff, do just like the gods, capital G, capital O, capital D, capital S, not Paul off that beast. They don't say what type of beast it was. Was it a camel or a donkey or horse or giraffe? blinded his ass when he hit that solid foundation. They'll knock you off your high horse. Yeah, they will. So all y'all gotta do, man, just keep on living. That's all you guys to do, because what's gonna be, gonna be. We came in the world without anything, we're gonna leave out of here without it. One thing we do have, we got neighbors, we got family. We got all the gods that were made in their image. And we have our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. And we have that Holy Spirit, the Comforter. Your wife, your girlfriend, your kids, your grandbabies, your neighbors, your co-workers, your church members. And then you got to be careful of your church members too. Because ain't nobody perfect. You got to remember, evil sit in high places. And that's in every auxiliary in life. Not just dictatorship or presidents. You can be a director of a hospital. You can be a council member. You can be those who giving away donations. They give a little bit more to those that they know than to those they don't know. All right, this is the Gift of Gab with Uncle Floyd. I'm Uncle Floyd, and now we at 21 minutes and 43 seconds. Ain't that about something? And we just talking current affairs. So, this first 100 days. This first 100 days. Okay, don't blow a gasket. Don't blow a gasket. And don't get caught up on that old thing that said that don't worry, because God feeds the clothes the lily of the fields and feed the birds in the air. That's a whole different damn meaning. So when you turn around and you read and you hear, because you don't understand what you read about the Good Shepherd, when he had those 100 sheep, shit, he worried his ass off. So don't get caught up on the teachings of don't worry. That shepherd went out in pitch black. Could have got his ass ate up by a bear or wolf or fell over a cliff looking for that one sheep. Just like our wives and husbands and kids and grandkids, nieces and nephews, they supposed to be home at a certain time. When they ain't home, we start to keeping our mind on when they coming through that door. That's just another name of worrying. So don't get caught up on that bullshit. Anyway, you ain't no lily or no damn field. You ain't gonna be clothed with that there. You know, you ain't no bird that fly in damn air neither. A lot of that stuff have different meanings. You know? It really do. All right, I'm gonna get up out of here because I just had to exercise my vocal cords. And I hope y'all understand what I'm trying to say to you. The moral of the story is, open your goddamn mouth when you want something. You hear me? Your preacher man open his mouth when you don't gave all that you can give, and they send that damn offering and tithing tray around for the 15th time on that one Sunday, like every other Sunday. And you talking about, and you hear preachers talking about don't beg. They be begging like I don't know what for money, don't they? Begging their members for money they know their members ain't got. And if you know your own house need to be put in order, quit giving to the goddamn building fund. All right? And start taking your ass to the food bank. I remember my mama and one of our neighbors, Miss Booker, Johnny Booker, mama, Miss Booker. She moved back down there to Mississippi. That's where Johnny passed away. I don't know if Miss Booker is still alive, but she'd probably be 107 years old right about now. 109 years old right about now. My mama used to go to the food banks. You don't believe me? Ask my mama before she exhaled for the last time. If you don't believe me, coming on my mouth. Her and Miss Booker used to go to the food banks. They used to hit well, I ain't gonna say every last one. They used to hit as many as they could back in the city of Buffalo. And they didn't do it for gluttony. They didn't do it for greed. They did it, and they took it to the families that weren't able to get out because they didn't have a little a hoochie, you know, a car, you know, because that's how they got around. My mama and Miss Booker, you know, they both had a little beat up bucket, and they both would take turns driving. 1 week my mama drive, next week Miss Booker drive, and they hit up so many of those food banks, and on their way home, they dropping off stuff. What they call that, like Robin Hood? Robin Hood, you know, taking from the greedy and giving to the needy. Yeah. So don't be ashamed. If you're gonna be at one or more food banks, if you don't do it for yourself, do it for someone else. And anyway, you might hear something, you might learn something while you got your ass out there. You might be able to teach somebody something while you're out there. Hey, once again, this is the Facebook. This is the Gift of Gab with Uncle Floyd, and I'm Uncle Floyd, and you got me on Twitch as the Gift of Gab with Uncle Floyd, and then you got me on YouTube, Floyd Livingston 8202. All right. Now watch that Gladiator movie. Some of it was okay, but it wasn't the hype. It wasn't all the hype that everybody said. It was just that everybody know the Gladiator 1 was nice. Nice to have Gladiator 2. I ain't in a hurry to watch it again. Somewhere down the line, I probably will. But I turn on to my Kojak and my Columbo and my Bernie Mac. I turn it on to all that. I like the episode of Bernie Mac taking Jordan to the barber shop. Boy, I tell you. Let me see if I can pull this up because I had to record this here and give you guys a sense of laughter, a sense of humor today. Here we go. This is Bernie Mac taking Jordan to the barbershop on the Bernie Mac show.
Bernie Mac show. Bernie takes Jordan to the barbershop, and Jordan learns how to talk in slang language.
You know what they say, the darker the berry, the sweeter the juice.
Okay. And where did you get that from?
The barbershop.
Did the guys talk about anything else at the barbershop?
Animals and stuff. Have you heard it's the poor rat that only has one hole to run into? And then we talked about sports.
Okay. Sports is a good conversation for a boy your age.
Like how the first thing an NBA rookie gets is a new car and a white girl. We ain't mad at them though.
Oh, but I'm mad at you though.
That's how the white man get his money back.
What? I can't hear you. Bernie!
You got me in trouble.
So that's how they get their money.
All right, so the boys still got a lot to learn. I'm taking them down and exposing them to a world of men. Now his next lesson is to learn the code. All you men know what I'm talking about. For instance, there's stuff that we don't say around women because it's too wrong. Now what if you repeated what I said about no. That man ain't gonna slip up, no sir. I know when the code's in full effect. And soon, the boy will too.
This is the part I like here, y'all. Here at the barbershop.
Oh, Bernie, you see any rays coming in?
Oh, boy, quit brushing your hair before you brush a groove into it. You start looking like E.T. cousin. Listen, Jordan, I want to talk to you for a minute. You know, son, I'm glad you enjoyed yourself down at the barbershop. But, Jordan, you can't be repeating stuff that you hear down there.
It's good stuff.
It sure is. But see, that's what men do. We get around each other. We say things we can't say around women. You know, it's not because we're scared. maybe Deke is. You know, Deke woman so big she can change the tires. So from now on, whatever you hear down in the barbershop, stays in the barbershop. You got it?
Got
Okay, buddy. Go on and brush your hair, man.
it.
Here we go, y'all.
Screwdriver. Screwdriver. Alright. Hook thing with a squiggly edge. Hook thing.
Hey, what are y'all doing?
I crossed the wire and that.
Let me see if I can find that one right there. When he in the barbershop talking about the old man.
Bernie Mac takes Jordan to the barbershop.
That's when I found out airport security don't play with you.
We found the raccoon in the egg.
Oh, the thing is here. Come here, son. Little man, you tell me. Listen.
Check this out.
We heard this noise in the egg, right? And I thought it was dope. No bird said there's no such thing. So then he sent up one to go see what it was. And then bam! Out from the ass into the kitchen jumps this huge raccoon. And I'm like, whoa, no more. And then Oliver gets the broom and the lighter fluid. And then that raccoon ran away with his tail on fire.
Man, between you and me, that raccoon was half dead when we first found him. And I brought about the fireman back from the movie the boys saw last week. Now, am I condoning him lying? No. Because what he's doing is called putting 100 on 10. And that's how you tell a story, America. It's a barbershop.
Alwana was so scared, Graham was shaking almost as much as old Earl. That's Marty.
What'd you say, boy?
You know how much your hands shake when you're cutting hair. You can put ice cream in them and make them a milkshake. I just remember that one. That was all Uncle Bernie's. It's funny though.
Oh, listen, come on, y'all. Y'all can't believe everything little man talking about.
Now see, that
What'd you say, boy?
is
You know how much your hands shake
hilarious. When Bernie Mac, you got to go to that episode, y'all, and check out Bernie Mac taking Jordan to the barbershop. I mean, it is hilarious. Okay, we had 32 minutes coming up on 33 minutes and 53 seconds. All right, just had to chop it up.